for joining my talk today. It's already late afternoon, so I hope I can always interest you with this case again. So for Orion, we have implemented Odoo-Powered Webshops, and thank you for joining me. And my name is Bob Verdonk. I work already 16 years in warehouse and distribution logistics before I start working at Dynapse, where I currently am a project manager and started as a business consultant, so 2 years ago. Dynapse is a Odoo Gold partner, and what we do is we digitalize your business processes in Odoo. And if you look at Dynapse in numbers, who we are at the moment the #1 Odoo Gold partner. We have 96% satisfied customers. We have about 5,850 active users, and I see 265, but it's already 285 implementations and customers around the Benelux. We have currently 5 offices located in Belgium and the Netherlands, and I have 120 colleagues working every day to satisfy our customers. Last year we also have an ISO 27001 certification. That's a certification about data security, and we are very proud to have this one and to prove to our customers we are very taking care of their data. About the case, Orion Automotive is the customer where we did this project for, and they are situated in the automotive accessory business for commercial vehicles. It's a Dutch company and it's now situated in Veghel. They moved towards Veghel, so they now have only one single warehouse, and it exists out of 3 companies, a mother company and 2 other companies. So in total it's about 3 web shops. Their aim is B2B and B2C customers, and they try to do that with everyday business with automotive accessories. This project, of course, we had some challenges which we had to face. We needed to replace their current ERP system and integrate 3 different web shops. Also, because of the move to one warehouse, we needed to streamline the logistics flows over there as well, make an integration with Delivery Match as a multi-carrier platform, and for the web shop checkout we implemented Multisafepay. So let's dive a little bit into the process which we accomplished over there. For the intercompany, as I said, there were 3 different companies. You have 3 web shops where 2 web shops are more taking care of the B2C market, and one, let's call it the mother company, Orion, who has a single warehouse and is actually also the stock owner. So you have different point of entries, the web shop orders or the service desk as well can manually input some sale orders. With the Odoo intercompany synchronization, we didn't came that far as we wanted to, so what we did with Dynapse is we just put them all together, and you see it in here. We created a new bullet point, namely synchronize invoice and bills, sales and purchase orders. So we mixed up everything a bit together. For that we also had some configuration defaults required, which we also set in the settings page in Odoo. So let's say, for instance, company 1 has a different pricing than company 2, so we could there store a price list which is used during the intercompany synchronization. How do we see that in daily business? So when a customer from a web shop orders some products, they come in the backend, of course, in Odoo, in the daughter company, in the B2C company, and they generate their confirmed sale order. At that time, due to the intercompany settings, there's also a new confirmed sale order created in the backend from the mother company in Orion, and also as well the 2 steps delivery from there. So in the B2C company you have the dropship, and in the other one you have the 2-step delivery. When then the order is shipped, instead of just stopping over there, there is an automated invoice back to the B2C company, and over there the customer is as well notified by email with an invoice for him. If you look at logistics, of course, if you ship something, something can be returned as well. So we did also some interventions over there by creating the create IC return boolean on the operation types. So when you tick this one on, this generates in the dropship, when you use the standard Odoo functionality for returns, you push on the return button, and on the other end in the mother company there is as well a return created. When you receive then the goods in your warehouse and you confirm this reception, automatically the internal credit notes and vendor bills are again synchronized, and there is a concept credit note created towards the end customer, because there is always maybe a thing we need to adapt on the first invoice. Let's say if you agree with your customer, you don't refund the transportation costs, then you can adapt the credit note before confirming it over there. But anyway, so in both ways, either with shipping or with returns, we created this intercompany synchronization from A to Z. Another thing which we did in the logistics processes is receiving multiple purchase orders in one delivery. Everyone knows when you set a purchase order in Odoo, you have a receipt order as well. But if you order at the supplier multiple purchase orders at one time, and they will ship it in mixed trailers or containers, then you have of course a lot of sortation when you unload the container, and how you're gonna match it to the right receipt order. What we did over there is actually making the wave picking a bit bigger. Let's say we enhanced it over there by making it possible to import an Excel. So the suppliers from Orion, they can provide an Excel file where there is a product on and the right purchase order and the quantity and so on. So a lot of details on what is in the container. So when you import it for the first time in the screen, then you also can tick that it's going to be a template. So you will be adding the required fields and mapping them towards the Odoo backend. So when you then confirm the Excel file, what they do is actually just switch back to the wave picking, and they find the corresponding receiving lines in Odoo and make one wave picking to receive it at once. As a result, of course, this is much quicker than sorting out and looking at where I'm going to book which product on which receipt order. And we as well used the normal functionality about back ordering, because not always the supplier will ship the entire amount which you required, but of course if you only have half of it, then with the back order you will receive next time in the next delivery the quantities. What we did as well is an integration with Delivery Match. So on the shipping side in the warehouse, we made API integration with Delivery Match. So who is Delivery Match? It's a multi-carrier and multi-warehouse management software, and especially it makes it calculates shipping costs from your entire supply chain, and of course it makes also an overview from checkout to door delivery, so a full track and trace for you and for the customer for the products which they bought. What we did over there is actually adding into the shipping method a new tab with the Delivery Match API URLs and the keys and so on to make the integration possible. And in Delivery Match you also have some default values, and this one we stored in separate tables, namely the contracts, the packaging types and so on. So this one we could reuse in the API connection. If you look at the process in the shipping, the order entry, as said, it could be from the backend and from the website. If you look at the backend user, he gets price feedback, so we oblige the user to press on the shipping button So they could add a kind of a shipping method if they select the delivery. So that will mean the integration with delivery match. They get feedback from delivery match with the rates, which they stated contract-wise, of course, with their carriers, and they can select a certain carrier, or let's say the cheapest price or the lowest price or the earliest shipping possible from the warehouse. So the backend user is there a bit in the lead on what the transportation cost will be. In the front end, at the checkout for the customers, Orion decided just to show the cheapest solution when they want to ship the order. So that's step one. Once the order is then confirmed, of course, we have the warehouse process, and over there we did a little bit of enhancement in the put and pack operation. So every single product is packed from the supplier and comes in nicely packed, so it could be shipped like that. And in 90% of the cases, the operators at Orion, they just reuse the packaging and send it out as it was. The other 10%, of course, they will repack it, stuff maybe some things together, or if it's a big order, they put it on a pallet. Therefore, in the package details, when you push the button put in pack, we defaulted the original packing dimensions, so they come from the product sheet, and they let the operator the chance to change the original packaging in, let's say, a Euro pallet or another box, and then of course they need to adapt the weight and the dimensions, so delivery match can use this information for the carriers. Once they convert this put in pack, of course they require a shipping label. This comes back from delivery match, and the nice thing of course over there is that the carriers are in delivery match, it's independent, so whatever carrier you select, you really get the right label from it. You don't have to develop anything, Odoo, it's delivery match who gives them to you as an operator. The shipping note, we decided to print it from Odoo, but in the end everything comes together on the package and it can be shipped. If you then, in the final step from your order, if you confirm the warehouse order, then of course the step in delivery match will be a final booking towards the carrier, so he knows it can be picked up, and you get back the track and trace numbers which are required for your customer, and you can or they are stored in the delivery match tab upon the warehouse order, so also the backend users have a fully trace on the shipment if required. Then for the web shops, so I already said there were 3 web shops involved in here. We tried to manage it with a basic and standard Odoo, but enhanced it a little bit with some extra filtering and a kind of a product import. What we do for the filtering is for the website users, in the Netherlands, a license plate is connected to the car and stays there for the entire life cycle from the car. So you exactly know what kind of car and type it is. So if they fill in their license plate, they get back the products which are linked to that type of car. On the other end, if you're an international customer on the website, then you can add your brand, your type of vehicle, and maybe as well your production year. So again, you can filter on this one, and you only see the results from the products which are can only be fitted on your vehicle. For the product import, because in the car business, let's say every week there are some new cars coming from the factories. Every year there are new, every car is a little bit pimped and so on. So the products are increasing quite a lot. Therefore, we decided to create an import which is a little bit bigger than the just standard import-export functionality from Odoo. So again, we have a kind of a view over there where we can add an Excel file into it or a CSV file, and when you put on the execute button, it creates not only the product but also the variants, and as well if you added it in the file, the required pictures or extra descriptions and so on for showing on the website. And last but not least, on the webshops we have integrated with the Multisafepay module, and this is all based on the version 16 from Odoo. So in the end, we had some challenges, but as a result, I think we can say now for Orion, they have one solid Odoo backbone with the 3 webshops running on it. We have managed to synchronize the intercompany flows within one single warehouse. We also did, of course, the integration with the independent shipping software from Delivery Match. And I think, and Orion agrees on it, they are now ready to challenge the future. Every project, of course, has some learnings as well. For me, these are the 3 most important ones. The first one, the master data cleanup. During the years, and for sure if you use older software, maybe there's no limit on formatting on the fields and so on, so you get very strange master data in the end. So there was a lot of cleanup to do for everyone before we could import it in Odoo as well and to use it. So that's one of the things. Start early with cleaning up your data before you're going live. Then secondly, everyone can confirm this one. If you press a button in Odoo, it does it what you expect to do. But if you integrate something, of course, there are some challenges. So clear test scenarios are required during the implementation phase. And nevertheless, you've tested what you think was everything which can happen. The first day you go live, you push a button and there's an exception. So at that time, don't panic, of course. And I can say in this matter, with Delivery Match, we had a small issue starting the first days, but we were working close together. We contacted them, they fixed it, and actually by the end of the day and the next morning, the goods went out of the warehouse without any problem. As the last learning for me, take baby steps before start running. Why? The entire organization was truly paper-based, and of course we want to digitalize, but take it step by step. That's why we took everyone for the first weeks on the old-fashioned way, let's say paper-based in the warehouse. So they just printed out all the picking notes, they picked up the goods, they did everything with the papers, they checked it and so on, and confirmed just the warehouse order in the backend of Odoo. Now, it was in July, now in September we already started scanning, and by the end of the year the goal is just to get rid of all the papers in the warehouse and use the handheld terminals for the picking and the packing and the shipping. For me, those were the 3 learnings. There were probably many others, but I would like to thank you. If you have more questions, I will show you the barcode or the QR code right afterwards, but you can always contact me, and if required, just here are the contacts for Orion and Delivery Match as well. So thank you once more. Feel free to scan the QR code and ask some questions. I will be here for several minutes. Thank you.
All right, Bob, first of all,
Yes.
thank you for the clear presentation.
No
We can
problem.
all see the QR code on the screen, so if you have any questions, just, you know what to do with. Scan it with your mobile phone and ask the questions over there. I will do the same thing, otherwise I won't see the questions, of course. I'll just come up here.
Whoa.
Oh,
Stay here. Stay
don't
here.
fall. So it is loading. It keeps loading. And it still keeps loading.
So far, so good.
It's loaded. No question came in. Did everyone scan the QR code for the people who have any questions? Because I don't see anything coming in, so I would say there are no questions, so it was very clear, but maybe we can just give them 20 more seconds. If I don't see anyone typing, then it means it was crystal clear.
Thank you. That was the purpose.
Okay. Goal achieved. Okay, but I think there are no. Oh, no, someone is typing, but he or she deleted again.
Yeah.
So I have no idea. Oh, okay. We have a question. Can you show how to add products in bulk to the website?
At the moment, right away.
That's the question.
That's
if no, then it's no.
It's no. I can't do it right now, but
Okay.
if required, just come to the booth and then
Yeah.
I can install myself over there as well to show it to you. So
Okay, that's clear. And I think that's the only question so far. So I think we can wrap up. So Bob, thanks again for the presentation, and everyone enjoy the rest of the day
Yep.
and the rest of the experience days.
thank you very much. Bye.